Okay.
Well, he said extra big pizza. Brooklyn styles are fucking delicious.
I don't see what the size has to do with the taste.
I don't see
Because
what the
it's the way
size
they
has to
make
do
it.
with Brooklyn.
The Brooklyn style is a large.
Have you ever
crust.
been to Brooklyn?
It's a large crust stretched out to.
But have you ever been to Brooklyn?
Have you?
No. Which is why I'm not claiming to know what a Brooklyn style pizza is.
I know what a Chicago style pizza is. That doesn't mean I've been to Chicago.
Well, then you actually don't know what a Chicago pizza is because you've
What?
never been to Chicago.
That's not how that works.
Yeah. Because now you can't say that this is the right way without
what a
actually
Chicago
knowing what
style
the right
hot
way
dog
is.
and I've never been to Chicago. Like, you can not be to a place but understand what their foods are.
But you've never been there, so you can never confirm that that's actually the real
I've
way
eaten
to make it.
Mexican food, but I've never been to Mexico.
Well, then how
I've
do you
eaten
know it's
Chinese
Mexican
food,
food? How
but
do
I've
you know
never
it's
been to
Chinese
China.
food?
Bitch!
My phone finally has power, so I sent the thing.
Yeah, you're that committed, Quentin.
What did you send?
Look in Discord.
Also, what kind of shitty last name is fucking Blevins? Like, that's such a whack last name.
So, we're in the cave.
No,
Yeah.
we're in the tomb.
Of Annihilation.
We're not in a tomb.
No, we're in a tomb.
This. Who died then?
A
You-
lot of
you,
giant.
A longling, apparently.
Shut up. As Chris continues to play Gunfire.
Why are you playing Gunfire?
I don't know where Nolan is.
He said he was
Yeah.
gonna go get a pizza.
He meant that, like, right now?
Yeah.
There he is. Okay.
Yeah. Now he has this pizza.
What's up?
Quentin didn't know that you actually went to go get pizza.
I said I was gonna go get a slice of Big Shack pizza.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to, like, a pizza restaurant.
No, I was going to get a slice of the Shack Giant pizza. I already got it. Ordered it for lunch. And then commenced my 8-hour session of 7 Days to Die. Anyway, y'all are here in the treasure room as you left. As you left off, getting your new Setsu loot. How do you plead?
I shall check the gold rectangles. Like, pull one out. And
Oh.
inspect it.
No, because Anthony has them.
No?
Yeah,
No, he doesn't.
Anthony doesn't have them.
What?
Yeah. That Anthony never had them.
The gold rectangles, Anthony.
The
He didn't-
magic credit cards.
yeah, the
Yeah.
magic credit cards.
Do I have them?
No, because you tried to take, or you tried to
Suggest.
insist. Yeah, suggest it to me, but
Insist.
you failed.
Barely.
Still failed.
It's fucking, it's cool. Everybody else gets all the loot. I'll just sit over here, doing half the work.
Okay.
I don't know about that one.
Chris, stop playing Gunfire.
I don't know, what are we doing? We need to leave.
Oh, he's
We should.
he's taking out the bat credit card.
Yeah. What is it?
What is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
He said he takes one out, and you're like having a stroke.
Okay. You pull out one of the cards, and on the back is the nice embossing. On the front, a radiant star basically blast your vision with blinding radiance. You
Mhm.
feel strength flow over your body. Pick an ability score to increase by 2. Cannot
It is a mini deck
cannot
of mini
exceed over
things.
20. It can exceed
Oh.
20, it can't exceed 24.
It is a deck of mini
Okay.
things. He drew a star card.
I guess dexterity.
Okay. And as you feel this power like enter you, the card sort of burns from your hand into a blue mist.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and quit. So I can pay attention to what's happening.
Would I recognize this artifact? It is.
Probably be like, oh shit, there's something way because
It's a pretty
everyone
well-known artifact.
magic blasted off from that thing.
Yeah, but I know exactly what it is. I read a lot of books.
You would know it's like you would consider a pretty freaking dangerous artifact.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't take any more of those out.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Boost.
For your
Though.
and our safety.
But I'm just saying, if you don't want to touch it, the offer goes to the other 3 if they want one.
I'll take one.
Look, it may do good things sometimes, but I feel like it's also probably gonna do many bad things.
As a person who very much appreciates shiny things, I would like a card.
So that's
Give me
one for
shiny card.
Heirloom, one for this.
Dungeon incoming.
What?
Do you want a shiny card? Because Anthony expressed that he didn't want one.
Let me decide after the other 2 have drawn.
That's fair. So Verilyn was first.
Yeah.
So you have to let him. You try to like pull one out to like hand to him, but it won't budge.
Interesting. All right. Well, then I'll give him the bag so he can try to pull that out.
I'll do that.
All right. Well, there's a fucking fly in my room. Where did you come from?
Dungeon, flames, ruin. Ruin wouldn't hurt you.
As you pull the card out and look at it, you see a star like entity shining across the front of the card, and it like you feel an energy enter your blade. You feel empowered.
Oh.
And then the card dissolves into a blue mist. Where'd the fly go?
There's only gives you a magic item.
Where'd the fucking fly go? Hold on. Okay. Supposed to pull out a shiny.
And before one of you
I would
bitches
like to pull
draws
out a
something
shiny.
Okay. What's your alignment?
Oh god, not this.
I believe chaotic neutral.
Now you're lawful
No.
neutral.
You're the
Oh,
opposite.
wait, no.
Wherever you are.
Wait,
What's your alignment?
why is it listed as lawful good? I was not lawful good.
You are not lawful good.
I
You're
absolutely
the opposite.
agree. He's not.
Yeah,
You are-
I was chaotic neutral, I think is what I was
Well,
supposed
now
to be. I
you're
don't know
lawful
what.
neutral. You feel a strong desire to earn shiny through legal channels. The money in your pouch now feels dirty with the weight of theft.
Look, something that powerful can't.
So as you pull the card out, you see a scale on the card, and you feel your mental fortitude change. A new order distilled into your mind. Something a regular kobold would never experience in his entire
Whenever I mentioned this, there was a reason I put the kappa afterwards. It was not a serious request.
No.
Hmm?
I don't know what you're talking about.
But
Play. So Quentin, you've seen 2 empowerments and like a serene peace come over one of your teammates' faces after pulling these shiny.
Just give me a fucking card.
It was Anthony's gift, but it was really ours because he didn't want to mess with it.
The reality-altering
As
artifact.
you take the last one out of the pouch and look at it, you see just a nice shiny gem. And as it disappears from your hand is just flooded with jewelry. So you've got like a bunch of amulets and bangles just clasped in your clutches. So you just had 25 pieces of jewelry worth 2,000 gold apiece, so 50,000.
Vomit blood on the spot.
So he got 50,000?
50,000 gold worth of...
jewelry.
Wow. See?
So, Sonoria.
Absolutely not.
No,
Well,
you're lawful.
You're a
well,
good boy
I
now.
would like to offer to trade 3,000 in gold for 3,000 in amulets.
That math doesn't wait. That math doesn't work out. That would be 1.5 amulets for me.
The fly is back. Hold on.
So, Sonoria, I'm just saying, I didn't have to give you a card.
Dylan, you can
That's all.
have...
All I'm asking is 10,000.
I was gonna give you 2.
Anyway, also, from
Well, let's wait till I sell it.
Okay.
from the case where the last card was drawn, you just hear something go, bah, you guys aren't worth it, and the case disappears in a flash of blue smoke.
Aren't worth it?
So,
Okay, so what was the description on the amulets? Because I can hear over everyone freaking out.
They are amulets worth, there is 25 pieces of jewelry worth 2,000 gold apiece. So instead of just like, he's got like, in his hand just like sprouted like, so like on his arm is like a bunch of like bracelets and bangles, and in his hand
Cool.
is amulets.
I can
I will
shove
buy
all that.
one off of you.
I will
What?
shove all of that into my bag of holding, by the way.
Okay.
Quinn, I will buy one off you for 2 grand.
Done.
Cool.
And Dylan,
And
You
now
can have
I
10
have
grand.
engaged in the lawful act of money
Like have
laundering.
what now?
Dylan, you can have 10 grand.
Okay. Sounds like a good plan.
Fucking fly go. Oh, God.
bastard down here ninja looting all the shit.
Hang on.
What?
I said all of you bastards around here ninja looting all the shit.
Hey, Dylan offered.
I
Poor
did.
Element
You said
over
you didn't
here.
want anything to do with it.
Poor Elamine over here is empty-handed of everything.
Listen,
not
you
like
turned it down.
Also, it's not like she's sad about it. She has no
By the way-
emotions.
Do I have any idea what that empowerment does?
Doesn't mean she's not. It doesn't mean she's happy
No.
about not getting anything. She
Okay.
just.
But like, if you look at your blade, there's like a red haze around it right now.
Okay. Is that's my greatsword?
Yes.
The one that attacks multiple times?
Yeah.
Oh no.
It's unfortunate because I was planning on using that less.
If anything, Quentin, like greed is one of the many things, or one of the few things that 1T are capable of feeling. So she's definitely not happy. But when is she ever? I guess.
I don't know, but like having 20 decks now is actually really nice.
I wish
Yeah,
I had
kinda
got
wish
that.
I had gotten that.
I would have preferred that over my 50,000 gold.
You know, the reward for finding the bow.
Yeah, I mean, just because of the way my like changing worked out, I have 2 stats that I have to fucking worry about. So
Hey.
I have Dex and Intelligence only at 16.
Now you guys have gambling, or money leverage.
Yeah.
You guys,
Yeah.
as I sit over here with only 1,400 gold.
Listen, I only have 2,720.
Well,
I only have 1,300 in usable gold, and then I have the amulet that I use to launder the money so I don't feel as bad.
No,
I-
that money isn't usable, Jamie. You feel bad because you just stole gold from this poor defenseless giant who is in the process of moving.
Oh, so Jamie
feel-
didn't buy an amulet off me.
Cool. So at this point, my character's that's my entire character done because
No, just this gold. Just the gold that you partook in now. So any gold before that, fine.
The
But, like,
3,000 you stole from the
weight-
cart.
the weight of from what you did to this giant, like the crushing realization on your tiny brain that is a bad thing.
Okay, so
The scales
What
can
all
be
did I get
a
last
really
session?
detrimental card.
That's the only stuff that you're not allowed to have.
I feel like scales.
You got a coin bag of holding, 3,000 gold, a
You can get
frost
gold
pick.
hold. But the money.
What about
The
the
money-
sword?
Oh yeah, the sword's fine too. She's
I
a
feel
giant.
The
Giant king.
scales can be like the third worst card in the whole deck, depending on the situation. Purely for RP though, like
I would have been very interested to draw that. That would be interesting.
the scales don't really have an effect combat-wise, but they do have a major effect on RP.
It would have been very interesting
Actually,
seeing
you're right. No, that's my
chaotic
bad.
good to lawfully.
Other than that, the
You have
worst
to go
card
to
is
it, You
Dungeon.
can interpret the lawful as you see fit. Because
I
I'm not going to pressure you into making your character decisions.
yeah, my thing is, I am a kobold. I'm just like, well, now I have money and it's bad and I can't.
Now you're a
Like,
lawful.
I shouldn't
You're
have
a
this.
lawful kobold.
So I'm just going to buy this amulet and commit money laundering, and then the other 1,000 I'm just going
I
to
guess
drop on the
that's-
ground.
Or neutral. Commit money laundering.
But Dungeon's definitely the worst card in the deck, and then the second worst I feel like is a toss-up between Flames and Death. Death really isn't that bad, depending on what level you are. Flames.
So,
can
if anyone would like to trade me anything for this 1,000 gold, otherwise I'm going to just chuck it somewhere.
because when you have a high-level devil after your ass, bad things tend to happen. Well, the aspect of Death with the Death card really doesn't have that high of a fucking stat block. He's pretty easily dealt with if you.
Let's see. Let me
As
think.
long as your team doesn't try fighting him as well.
Let's see. Jamie still has his acid potion, and somebody still has the dart made of cork. Okay, I do remember those.
Mm-hmm. Work dart that I still haven't figured out what it does.
Yeah. Have you tried throwing it?
No, I'm scared to throw it.
Yeah, and Dylan over there still has an amulet that he can't fucking use.
Yet.
Yet?
Yet? When are you getting spells?
He has said
He'll
yet
figure it
every
out.
single time.
You're level 6. You don't have spells yet. When are you fucking picking up spells?
You know what? No,
Wait,
I don't think.
what is the thing that you're using?
It can save one concentration spell once per day.
Oh,
No,
okay.
you can store it. The way that the amulet works is that you can take a concentration spell. Yeah, they can store it for 2 turns. So like for 2
Oh,
turns,
well,
you
2
do
turns.
not have to concentrate on that spell.
Would you
And
be able to pick the concentration back up?
It doesn't count the turn that you put it in.
Oh yeah, Dylan,
Technically 3.
I'll give you 1,000 gold for that.
Would you be able to pick the concentration back up after the 2 turns, or would
Yes.
they just automatically fall off? Okay.
At
Yeah.
level 13, he could make use of it.
Shut up, Chris.
Because that lets you use wands.
Yep.
But yeah, like Dylan, I'll give you 1,000 gold because it gets rid of the gold and gets me something useful. So
You think that this
Deal?
amulet is worth 1,000 gold?
yes,
1,500.
He doesn't have that much.
Nolan, for next loot pools, whenever you're trying to figure out what you want to give us, I do need a good scimitar and good leather armor.
Put that in my DMs, and I can remember it a lot easier.
Okay.
That goes
Yeah,
for
no.
Now I use weapons and armor, so it actually matters.
We all, Anthony and I, share like a confused look as during our time in this room, we feel like we have altered greatly.
Do we?
we both changed our classes.
I didn't change class, I changed archetype.
Oh, gotcha.
Hey, you've got an enchanted staff right now, right, Anthony?
I Yeah, I mean, I have Lucis, but I mean,
Yeah, you could almost say that like since you switched classes, you could like put that into like a sword or something
yeah, I mean, I
Make it
figured,
and make it a +1 sword.
I
yeah.
could, if you want, Anthony, I can give you my short sword +1 because I don't plan on using it anymore.
I don't know if I don't think I have. Hold on, let me.
Simple weapon?
No,
No,
short
I,
swords are not simple weapons.
The
yeah,
fuck?
I specifically took scimitar, uh, proficiency.
And while we're talking about everyone like swapping shit out, I'm swapping my fighting style because I realized giving disadvantage is a lot better than actually just giving just preventing some damage because it's
Well,
better
short
to
swords,
just eat the attack.
short sword are simple weapons, but I don't have simple weapon proficiency as a wizard.
Are they?
Yeah, wizards or bladeslinger wizard just gets to take proficiency in one-handed weapon whenever they choose it.
Okay, well you could put it into like a magic scimitar.
Well, I
Hey,
mean,
look,
yeah, that's
oh, look at that. There's a rusty scimitar on the wall.
Short sword is a martial weapon, by the way.
Is it? I could have
Yeah.
sworn it was only a thing. Why is a short sword martial? What makes a short sword more difficult
It's
to
the
use?
same as a long sword.
Right. Here, Anthony, I've got something for you. Excuse me, Jesus Christ. No.
An anti-matter rifle. That's what you got for me, right?
No.
It's.
What?
Uh,
No, not an anti-matter rifle.
Quentin, why are you saying ignore you?
I didn't.
What are simple weapons then?
I need some like hand wraps. That'd be
What?
great. Some magic hand wraps.
Daggers are simple.
I have magic hand wraps.
Yeah, but I need them.
No, you don't. Not more than I do.
But I do.
God, what is that command? But anyway, Anthony, with your random profound desire to become a martial weapon user, not literally like in D&D terms, but like as a concept because you're using swords. You notice on the wall a scimitar.
Cool magic sword. I grab it.
How do you know it's magic?
It's got a perfect slot where a gem would have been in the past, but seems to perfectly fit the sentient weapon.
Oh,
Whoa!
wow, convenient. Wow, it's almost like this was made for me. I pop Lucis out of the staff and pop him the sword.
Perfect.
You didn't make a will save.
I don't think he's trying to overtake my mind at this point.
He's been indirectly holding on to him for a decent amount of time.
There are no simple bladed weapons besides the dagger and the sickle, I guess.
Technically, a spear is a blade-ish.
I mean, but it's
Hand axe.
I mean, like sword wise.
Why did
Because those tend to take training.
I mean, yeah, I guess. I mean, I feel like a short sword isn't much harder to use than a fucking hand axe.
It is. Absolutely.
What the fuck? Get me out of here.
I mean, I feel like you could use it just as effectively by chopping things. Of course, I mean,
Have
someone
you
with
used
training
one?
would use them better, but I've never wielded a hand axe as a weapon either. But I
I've
mean,
done both, and I can say the axe is much easier.
Are you okay?
I just realized that my in the like stream you
yeah.
can see where I downloaded Ninja.
Great Club is the only two-handed.
I don't want to know.
Did you not
Yeah.
look at Discord, Jamie?
No.
If you look at the list of simple, it's all stuff that doesn't really require technique to be able to use.
Yeah, I guess it's mostly shit that like a random peasant would have.
Anyways,
Anyway. And also, he noticed that this blade is hot and does an extra 1d4 fire damage because it's the desert blade.
Oh, cool.
Desert Blade.
The desert blade. It actually is not only +1, but also has 1d4.
Oh, cool.
That's compensation because if you get hit, you will die. Because you're a wizard.
Yeah, I do have low health. My armor class is pretty high though.
You're gonna get this.
I do need a.
Whoa.
This one.
I do need to add my intelligence to my AC. So
I'll get that one. Anyways, anyway. What do you guys want to do now after you've had your adventure and really rethinking your lives as well as being
Becoming
empowered by random things?
Becoming fucking ungodly rich.
Yeah. My man just got loot.
Well, we should leave here.
Yes, agreed.
funny if Quentin drew 2 cards and he drew that one and then Rune immediately after. The one time I had a deck of many things in my campaign, my brother did. He drew the riches and then immediately drew Rune.
Yeah, that's really cool. But we're
I've
talking
actually
about
seen that
this
happen too.
campaign. We're actually talking about this campaign right now because
Yeah.
I'm trying to get you guys to talk amongst yourselves as a group to figure out what you want to do.
Dylan and I are like in agreement we want to leave.
We do definitely need to leave before.
Yeah.
Leave, but like totally. Okay, so I guess
I feel like
you
we
guys gonna leave out to the front door. Let's see here.
Okay, I mean, oh fuck, I made a d20. Why am I? What the hell? The thing is, I want to go to the elf
Oh, yeah.
camp.
Yeah,
I think
Yeah.
Chris wants to go to the elf camp too.
I do.
So you guys gonna head out down
Yeah.
the mountain, back outside to. You're not gonna visit Braunfist. You're just gonna go straight back to the elf camp.
I guess we could.
No, you guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you guys re-arrive at the elf camp. Dylan, or Chris, actually, in this case.
Yeah.
Can I hail them?
Yeah. What was it? Longstrider?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. They answer back, and once again the gate reopens, and the same elf greets you, and he's like, "How was your adventures up in the mountains?"
Well, we're alive.
It was pretty fun. I enjoyed it.
Indeed, it seems y'all are wearing the accoutrements of adventurers who've come through here in past times. He says, pointing, sort of like gesturing to y'all's weapons.
I mean, I don't have any new weapons from this.
There is a me-sized
I have
hole in
new
the
boots.
wall.
A what?
A me-sized hole in the wall now. So I guess you can say I've left a mark on this place permanently. Laugh. I say in character.
He just looks at you and he's like, "Okay." So, what brings you here? Back to the camp. At this time, at least. Because it is quite late at night at this point. Stop measuring that. It's not the scale. It's not the scale.
That's not the point.
Yeah. I mean, out of curiosity, are the what did they call them?
The Rangers?
Yeah, the Rangers. Back yet? They
No.
might be able to give me information.
Yeah. We actually did get information from them.
Yeah. Fucking idiot.
They came back a few hours ago. And we gave them the arrow, and they were comparing it to other ones, and I believe they said they had at least not an approximate match, but something that was pretty close to it.
So an approximate match.
Yeah.
No, because an approximate match. Never mind. So he leads you into like a tent where a few elves
held arrows.
camouflage are what's it called? Fletching some bows and like prepping supplies. And one of them comes over to Chris's character and holds out the arrow and he says, "This." He like taps it on his chest. "This is a very old design." And he points to the wood and he says, "This right here is Giant's Bane would. Yeah.
Oh.
Funny. I get it. Haha. Whatever. But it's not. It doesn't actually have any effects against giants. It's just because it's such a big tree, you can drop one on them.
Ah.
But it's been a long time since Giant's Bane has been seen in this area, so we know it's not from around here at least. We're thinking not really a clan, but a tribe. And he comes over and he pulls out a different arrow. This one is similar, except the arrowhead is a little bit less intricate.
Mhm.
He goes, see the design here, it's not the same as yours. And this comes from Boulder Breaker tribe. They're a lot farther north here. But they are a roving band, and that is, they also are currently using Giant's Bane, and the fletchings are very similar. The arrowhead is the only thing that we couldn't match up.
So do you think they would have more knowledge on who might use this arrow?
If not more knowledge, definitely association. Arrowheads are distinct to the creator, but the fletchings and the shaft, that's definitely coming from the same tribe.
All right.
We
Well,
could-
I appreciate
got-
the.
I can give you the tribe, but not the family who made it.
Mhm.
And he hands you both arrows, he's like, if you need a reference.
Okay.
But I can tell you, the last place we saw the Boulder Breaker tribe, or the last time their scouts came and spoke with us, was when they said they were camping around the bastion of Ulfang the Black, just west of here.
East?
East, yeah. Sorry. We're going to pass my direction is not my best.
Mhm.
Which would probably mean that they're in the Silverwood Forest somewhere.
Okay. I appreciate the information.
Of course.
Before you go, Elf,
Yes?
man,
Huh?
I pull out the cork dart. I'm like, do you fucking know what this is?
It's like, it's a dart made of some clearly non-aerodynamic material. Can't understand why anyone would make this.
Do you have like targets or somewhere where I can like just throw this?
I took it out to the range, but I mean, where'd you get this?
I'm gonna be 100% honest. I don't remember. I think it was from like a ghost den or something.
I wouldn't throw this in camp then. he like puts it back in your hand, very like careful, and he's like, "Don't throw that in your camp, please."
It's a mini nuke.
I'm going to offer the rabbit fur bracers that I have to the one that gave me the arrow,
And he goes,
as thanks for the information.
"Thank you. I can wear these as leg warmers."
I don't have much for trade, but I
just imagine this dude in
Thought I
very
could.
70s attire.
Fine, we're not the scholars of the South. Information is a free commodity here. How else is one supposed to survive?
Hey, do you have merchants here?
We do have a couple traders who may be in town. I don't know if they carry much wealth on them. They've come very far just to collect pelts from this northern area.
Ah, okay. I was wondering if they might stock any more interesting kind of shit.
Like,
What?
you asking about like weapons? We make our own weapons.
No. Like a cool.
Like a wondrous item, so to speak.
If I were to put it in layman's terms, a
Oh, no one would ever take that much money this far north. You're much better than Daybreaker Tay-World.
He wants magic crap.
listen. I want a better jacket. Mine's +1,
Yeah, and
and it's
Plus
fine.
one for level 6 is really good. Oh, jump.
Armor.
You're a monk!
it's not technically armor.
I want more AC.
Get some bracers, what do you mean?
Bracers
don't
are-
count as armor.
Shut up.
Yo, shut up.
Also,
Monks
you guys
and
like my
order-
interpretive forest, Pepe?
What is he drawing?
Fucking
Anyway.
hate Quentin. Why are we friends?
So we
Jesus
still
Christ.
need to get the bow, but we should probably rest for the night.
Yes.
Feel free to stay.
I don't know. I feel invigorated. It's almost like I leveled up.
Go back to town, buy a dimensional door, and come back.
Why would we go back to town?
I don't know. You've got actual bundles of cash. Free cash.
In gems. Or in
Yeah.
amulets.
Yeah, like there's not like a bank in town that would buy it all.
Listen, they're gonna be like, where'd you get all this? And I'm gonna be like, magic. And they're gonna be like,
We're adventurers. Yeah.
You
You
know,
literally just say, I looted it from a giant's den, and they'll be like, alright. It's kind of how adventurers work, Quentin. When
Either
somebody
way, I
shows
don't-
up with a shit ton of gold,
if
you
I
assume they
fucking
got
dimension door, we're going back to the first
And
town.
then we're gonna buy.
buy a new one.
But we can't buy one from there.
I mean,
what makes you say you can't buy one from there?
Because that wasn't the choices when we went to the shops there.
You
You
didn't
didn't
ask.
Yeah, we didn't really look for that kind of thing.
I guess.
Hi, I'm a level 3 adventurer.
if I remember, I was the only one that went to the magic bookstore, which would also sell scrolls.
Yeah, and even then, if you
I
think,
didn't ask.
if one very rich family is using it to send all their adventure on, you don't think there would be like an outpost in a different town? It's not very hard to get to.
Anyways,
Anyway,
so we're probably gonna rest for the night.
all right. So the night passes. You hear some elves towards the later of the night say that they fought off a pretty big beast, but you know, that's pretty normal. And then the day comes around. Crack
Oh.
of
I want to find the head elf.
again.
Yes.
Okay. So you start walking around the camp like trying to locate him, and you see him overlooking a couple archers, like doing training.
I kind of like walk up next to him, and I go, so important thing. I'm not sure if you know. The giants are moving.
We know.
He's the one who told us.
No, you got told by Braun. We actually found out when we were inside the mountain.
Well, we expected them to be. When you say moving, how much are we talking about?
Like everything.
So they've gone a lot farther, haven't they? Mm. See, when we started paying attention to it, at least, because we don't really go through the Giant's Alley. I don't like getting rocks thrown at my head. They'd only started setting up a small settlement, tents, some things to construct a wall, which we thought was just domain. So we paid no heed to it. But when they started setting up stone structures, is when we began settling down and prepping for a potential assault / invasion of this area. We know they'll need wood at some point.
Oh, it's not gonna be potential. I'm like 90% sure shit's gonna get rocked by giants. Literally.
So, how many giants did you encounter inside of at least the old fort?
We encountered like 8 or 9 and killed like 7, including a fire giant, which is why there's a me hole in the wall.
Well,
Yes. I've got his finger on a necklace.
I
You're
have
not here.
I know.
Interesting. Only 8, you say? Like
There was another.
I thought we only killed 4.
Killed a lot.
We killed 2 Ettins, a hill giant, or an ogre. I think it was an ogre, and
A fire giant.
giant.
And then
That's
there were the 2. There was the
We killed the
2-headed one.
Yeah,
The
that was
fire. And then there were. Yeah, we
There
did
were
kill for
3.
like 4.
There was 3 in the first area, but 1 left.
Oh, yeah, I was like, we convinced a lot of them just to go away.
I have a count because I took body parts from them all. It's 2 Ettins, the fire giant, and an ogre.
Interesting. It's interesting to see that they would only leave 1 fire giant up there to deal with the rest of those ogres. And Bones would be like above his job.
He wasn't even like looking over them. He just kind of like vibing in a side room.
Sounds about right. Anything else?
And that's it. Bye. I just back away and keep backing up until I back up with the party.
You just back into your tent.
Yeah. Undo.
Press C
How do
on
you spell et?
ETTIN.
Yeah.
TT.
Was it an ogre that last one we fought? Or
Yeah. You fought an ogre and an Etten in the last room.
that's what I thought.
So we go to Braun Pits.
You guys gonna visit him again?
Why?
So we can get away into the fort.
Yeah, I just want to point out the boat is supposedly strung around the giant queen's neck, so that could
Yes.
prove to be a problem.
He said she was a fog giant. They're a bit stronger than fire giants.
We got
But I'm
this.
wondering, but depending on what she has
It's-
around.
Yeah, it's more about the people she commands.
We got this.
I just want to say that there's most likely more fire giants, which I am absolutely not down with.
How
We got
Can I,
this.
can I roll history on how much I would know about giantkin?
Sure. Go ahead.
Go ahead, buddy.
Go ahead, buddy. Retard.
I'm gonna roll on that too.
If I'm,
I'm
slow,
gonna roll on
You
that
can
too.
roll with advantage.
my trackpad.
Okay.
Yeah.
With advantage, I rolled a 20.
Perfect. So you recall what your parents told you about, because you're almost giant, Kim. You're what, Goliath?
Yeah.
And that is is a
It is.
Goliath form of giant.
Yeah, they speak giant, so I would assume.
Lead zoom wrong. And then I stab Chris with the sunlight blade from Dark Souls.
The Sunblade from
And
Curse of
that's
Strahd.
sunlight blade, and it's basically just a lightsaber.
Hey, buddy.
It really is. It's kind of-
The sun sword, you mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a cool magic item.
Yeah, we
Sunblades
found it.
are short sword versions of that.
We found it in DDO.
You're not really giant. Like you're sort of like a giant
Adjacent.
adjacent. Yeah, like giant adjacent.
Right?
So you do remember though that your family always taught you that if you ever were to meet a giant, that you were below them in the natural order, and that they have the order set up in society so that everyone knows their place and they can get things done in harmony, quote unquote.
Mhm.
But what really comes to you mostly is that that fog giants accumulate their power through wealth, fire giants through like war and steel, hill giants through food, stone giants through their art, and Ettins and ogres are even below them, and fog giants sit above all, only falling below the storm giants, who you were told that if you were to see one, pray that it does not see you.
Yeah, those are
So I rolled a
those are
16.
scary.
Okay.
I feel like Elamine would know more about like their physical and then like whatever magical
You know
capabilities and less about
they're fucking massive. You do know that while the fire giants and below don't seem to be magical, fog giants and storm giants have had a history of magic, with storm giants without a doubt having magical powers, as there has been many counts in the history of
What the
Godslaying.
fuck? I just did like the first part of a sneeze and that.
Godslaying under different names.
Depending on her entourage, which most likely will be more Eddens ogres and possibly a few more fire giants. I highly doubt that she has another fog giant in her employ. That I feel like they're very.
But you do know another thing is that fog giants are sort of disgraced cloud giants because they lose their cloud palace, so they're sort of trying to seek climbing their way back up.
I do know that fog giants have magical capabilities, which
Mm-hmm.
I would be able to handle if we
Because
did.
fog giants and fog, cloud, and storm are all, at least in the terms of giants, intelligent.
Honestly, depending on how many fire giants she has with her, I feel like we could take her as long as Durder didn't show up.
What if we had
If he shows up,
elves help us?
I don't think they would.
You don't think? If they're anticipating an attack, can help them lead the initiative.
They seem more like nomads than warriors.
Well, they're not right now because of the giants. The giants have disrupted their way of life, and they're probably not very happy about that. So I say, someone with who's better at talking to people should go ask.
Yeah. But the big thing is, would they want to risk the wrath of the storm giant that would be visiting?
We'll leave a note in giant that says, "We, the giants of the mountain, have left."
This is some Norse tier.
What
like,
would we do with their bodies, though?
you guys are writing like a
Drag
mythology
them away.
thing. And then they dragged away all the bodies after killing all the giants and left a note saying they left. So the storm giant went back to his castle.
I think it sounds like a reasonable plan. The alternative is we storm in there by ourselves, kill them anyways. The storm giant still gets pissed and still takes it out on them.
Well, that's what the dimension door is for.
That's what I'm saying, is we can either convince them that, hey, you should help us because we're going to go kill the giants, or we can just go kill the giants, and the end result is the storm giant shit stomps this area.
Not necessarily.
Not if we leave the note. On really big paper.
Do we know a timeline on when he's supposed to arrive, though?
No.
There's just rumors.
It wouldn't do well for us to be there when he shows up.
So
Yeah.
we should do it very soon. So someone should go talk to the elf.
My persuasion is at 5. Or +5. So.
Mine's 1. So you should probably do it.
I have a 0. My charisma's only at 10 because of my racial bonus. Other than that, my strength is at an 8. My charisma should be at an 8.
I don't know. Verilyn was doing real well.
Well, that's just remembering their
With
customs. That's not convincing people to help me.
With his +1.
And then I kind of like push Trisha, and I'm like, go get him.
Go get him, Tiger.
Remember, if you
I'll
fail,
go with you.
yeah, you can
so that
use the help
They have
action.
like yeah, I can do that. Because I mean, it would be probably helpful to have someone they've already talked to and have good relations with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is not.
But yeah, go
well.
for it.
Yeah, I'll see.
Okay, well then I guess I'll go to the elf commander, whatever.
Okay, so you go up to Mr. Elf Commando. Commando!
And
Keith goes, yes, how can I help you?
well, we just wanted to know if we're gonna be storming those giants, and we wanted to know if you could help us.
You're going
That
to be
way,
storming the giants?
yes, because we didn't find the bow, but
Well, you know where the bow is. The bow is in their treasury.
That's conflicting information from what we've heard.
And what have you heard?
That she wears it around her neck.
Isn't he the one that told us that?
No, I think it was Braun Pitts that said it.
Well, I thought it was one of the it was either Braun Pits or one of the like giants inside.
It was Braun Pitts.
it was Braun Pitts.
Man.
He goes, well, we haven't seen it on her, and we've been stalking the area, making sure they don't come into the woods.
Yeah, but with the whole data thing, those good old rumors, wouldn't it be better to get rid of them now? That
What?
way.
Are you crazy? He's going to come down here for 2 months of revelry tops. It's not the
Yeah.
first time some giant has come down here that they entertained.
But if we
This
hear
time
me
is
out.
just different.
It would be harder to attack them then.
We're
To
not
get rid of.
attacking them. They go back up into the mountain and go back to throwing rocks at us whenever we go into the hills. They keep away all the other people they call small kin.
Do they usually build a fortress like this?
You gotta say this is probably the first time this has happened, but
Okay.
there's no
Hear
reason
me
for
out.
them not to go back to what they've been going before.
But you've gone through the process of building walls for yourselves because you're scared of what they might do.
Scared!
Scared
You
because y'all
probably-
haven't done anything to fix the problem. Rather, you'd be holed up here.
I don't feel like this is going very well.
It's going great.
Tell me, where are you from?
A good old town called Cardi. Grew up there on the streets.
Oh, that backwater pisshole. No wonder you're so belligerent.
I feel like sending the retarded rat lizard or the emotionless snake person would have been a better turn.
Now listen here, human.
Actually,
I have been leading this tribe
pretty sure he's
200
no
years.
as well.
Yeah, and this is
This
kind of why I'm
is
talking
normal.
like this. Well, maybe normal needs to change. Because I don't want
Maybe
to
you
be
need to
related to a
go.
race that all they do is hide in their own place instead of taking action.
You don't know what this place is like. Ours is the forest, theirs is the hills. They have not come into the woods to fight us. We do not go out to the plains to fight them.
Yes, but they decided
If
that
you
it would
want to
be a
go on a suicide mission, by all means, take to the hills and get rocks lobbed at your head.
They're not at the hills anymore, and that's the whole problem. They're actually starting to encroach on your territory. So what's the problem?
I do not see them in the woods. Our trackers have not seen them in the woods. They fear
Yes.
the woods.
They fear the woods. Cool, but they're making a bigger fortress than what you have right here. And with Dada coming down, he might want to take over your territory as well.
You think you think a storm giant is interested in a temporary fort? Overnight, this place could disappear. Only thing left would be the padded dirt on the ground.
This is going well.
I feel like the elves who have been spying on them that say that the bow is in the treasury. Maybe we should listen and just go to the treasury.
Yeah.
Maybe we could avoid the whole giant problem in general.
See,
But where's
this
the treasury?
this
Treasury is in the fortress. Where do you think they've been moving all the massive amounts of wealth? I've seen the skeletons myself.
now
She
This
doesn't
is-
even bother to strip the armor off of them.
this is where my previous plan that I only told to Chris comes into play. We all hide in a cart. Anthony casts the enlarge spell on Chris. Chris pushes the cart into the fort. It gets taken to the treasury. We dimension door out. We use the money, buy dimension door scroll, come back, get Chris, leave again.
Problem. Dimension door will only last 10 minutes. 2. That might work if the only thing we run into are Ettins and ogres who are retarded. If we run into a fire giant, they're smart enough to tell the difference between Verlum and an actual giant.
Yeah. Also, how long does that spell last?
I just said 10 minutes.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
You
I
you
was
actually
distracted.
said dimensional door last 10 minutes.
The enlarged.
No, whatever.
Lasts
Enlarged
for a
reduce
minute.
lasts 10 minutes. It lasts 10.
I thought last time you said 1.
No, it's 10. I said he had about a minute left whenever we
Oh,
finished
okay.
this. I do know it. I'm not prepared.
I think it could work. Or with an illusion, We just hop
Actually,
into one of the carts on
I-
the way into the treasury.
I think we should go talk to
Oh,
Braunfist or whatever and
Ron
never mind.
Pitts.
It is a minute.
see if he knows a subtle way in that doesn't involve us being prisoners.
We already have shown that we're capable of sneaking in and robbing them. Maybe with a few stops. You know, person-shaped holes in the walls and whatnot.
I think someone's been here. Wasn't a giant. How can you
But
tell?
we're capable
Hole.
of doing it. We are capable of robbing them, as long as we don't run into Mama or more than one fire giant at a time. We're perfectly capable of handling it.
Whatever. Let's go to Braun Pitts. I think my plan's genius.
The elf looks at Dylan scared, like, haughtily and says, "That's fine. You can go and die on your own."
Coward.
I just kind of like grab Trish's shoulder and just like start shoving her out.
It's probably a good thing you came with Dylan for a different reason than we anticipated.
Yeah.
So, the reason I acted like that in character is because I was left on the streets by my race. So,
Sounds like baby rage to me.
yeah.
What variety of elf are you?
The thingy, Eladrin.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So
Giants
different.
are humanoid.
Yeah, but I mean, still related because
I couldn't figure out if giants were humanoid or not, but they are.
What?
They are.
Huh?
It's a type.
Yeah, they're humanoid though.
Are they?
Yeah.
I
So
thought it
we
was a
make
type,
our
not a
way to
subtype.
Braun Pitts.
According to the rules, giants are humanoid. They're just really big humanoids. So hold person works on them. Otherwise, it'd be hold monster.
Braun Pitts.
I just looked it up.
So you guys are gonna head back up the hillside to Braun Pitts?
Yes.
Alright. So you head back the way you came. And you see Braun Pitts outside sculpting in the wood. And he looks up and he goes, "Wow. Okay.
Surprise?
A little bit.
Everything hurt.
We did have to deal with a fire.
You look like you
giant.
got hit by a fire giant."
He did.
And
Ooh.
survived it. It was
I'm
impressive.
surprised. Indeed. I think I actually. Let's see. Hang on. What's that around your neck? Is that his finger?
Chris.
Yes.
Oh. May I? He leans down, like checks the finger. Because mind you, this giant's finger is like. I want to say like the size of, like, who's the smallest person in the party next to Jamie?
Probably. Yeah,
It's probably like the size of Quentin's like forearm.
I'm
Like-
5'2".
Like wrist to elbow. That's probably the size of the finger.
Chris is just wearing a.
Yeah, you're wearing like
Log
a
on his
giant
chest.
finger.
It is a giant finger, literally. It's
Yeah.
just got like a log on his chest.
Fair enough.
It's like, oh, that
Still
was
doing
I know that one. That's Forge Face. Nasty fucking bastard.
Why can you? I say in character. How can you tell from a finger?
The way he worked his metal. You
But
can
that's a
see he-
finger.
Yeah. Yes.
But get calluses on your fingers too.
No, I was saying it more that it's not made of metal.
I wouldn't question it. He's dead
Oh my
now.
god.
I
I-
figured.
I have some of his blood. I don't know if that's useful or not, but I have it.
Like he's
Is
just
it
like
blood of
fucking
Vietin?
weird.
What? No, blood of the fire giant.
I would no. That's not my thing.
Anyway, so big fortress.
Yes.
How we need in there.
That's gonna be a little bit harder. Why do you need into the fortress? Didn't you just come to pillage everything?
No, we came for
the
a bow.
Oh, bully.
Yeah. But they've moved everything to the new treasury.
So here's the thing.
Yeah.
If you could figure out where the treasury is, you could like throw us up to it. If it's not on the bottom floor.
It's not going to be up. It is going to be down.
We need him there. The elves say that she's left the bow in the treasury now.
Really? I never think she'd take that thing off. Probably looks too gaudy for her new date.
I guess so. I wouldn't be one to understand the intricacies of giant meeting.
Benevolent is the word I was trying to think of about 8 years ago.
You say that in character.
Okay.
Anyway, we just need in the treasury. We have a way to get out. We just need in.
Correct.
Uh-huh. He sort of like nods. He's like, well, that's definitely interesting. However, I don't exactly have access to that fort. Why do you think I'm out here?
I just figured it's because you didn't like Mama.
Oh no, God, I hate her. Why do you think I'm not in the fort?
What if you helped us kill her?
Oh, that's not really my place.
I feel like if we can avoid a fight with her, we should.
I would be very, very mad.
The whole reason in the first place that we were willing to fight her was to get the bow, but now that she doesn't have it, avoiding her seems like the best choice.
So you don't want to directly confront her because of.
I don't want to indirectly confront her either.
Well, I mean, what are you doing by helping us already?
Oh, I'm not confronting her. I'm confronting her treasure.
Exactly. So why don't you help us rob it?
What, her actual fort?
Yeah.
See, I'm a little bit crazy for a stone giant, but I'm not that crazy.
Big heist.
But I will say one thing. He sort of looks over his shoulder and utters a small prayer. I do have some basic layouts. This other stone giants know my prowess, so they consulted me for construction. So I have that.
Should we be worried about running into stone giants while we're there?
Absolutely. They're the architects.
Would they fight us?
I don't know. Would any other giant fight you?
I mean...
You aren't.
Yes, but I also have ulterior motives, so...
And any advantage would help, though.
Yeah, we'll take the plans.
I wouldn't mind taking a look at the plans.
On a let's say a scale of challenge rating, are they higher or lower than a fire giant?
They're pretty difficult.
Do you think you could take a fire giant and win?
I wouldn't know. I haven't fought a fire giant.
You're not getting an answer to this question.
Then you should fight Quinnen because he has.
And I lived.
Yeah.
I don't feel like it's a fair assessment.
So Quinnen thinks that he's actually stronger than you.
I don't think you should throw out any challenges to a stone giant.
It's okay, Dylan's talking out of character. He never said my character.
That's fair. Braun.
My character's name is not Braun.
Yeah, but I'm talking to Braun Pitts.
What?
You got Sonorio over here. Do you want to wrestle with him? Because he survived this. A fire
My character
giant.
is a female.
I could. Listen, you see that tiny thing? I would crush it with my hand.
I'm just not saying any. My character. Hang on.
I swear.
Could you demonstrate?
I'm good.
No.
I'm not saying a word right now.
Unfortunate. All right.
Are you trying to get me fucking killed?
I hate that you guys that it always makes you roll with fucking advantage or disadvantage. It's kind of really annoying. I don't know
Why?
why.
You can
just
just ignore it.
bothers me. Just
Yeah.
bothers me.
If it's without advantage, it's on the left side. There you go.
Well, I mean, obviously, but it doesn't mean it's not weird.
Anyway, so we take a look at the plans.
He goes, all right, so here's what I know about that location. And he pulls up a massive piece of paper on his desk. You guys are here now, actually, so go inside. You can go inside his massively upscaled house. Stop measuring. He pulls up this piece of paper and he goes, so I know they have a particular design.
Hi, David.
And
Yeah, David got this.
he starts drawing. He goes, we've got
I thought you said you had plans, not that you're like committing this to
Well,
memory.
he's the one
He
who made
said he
the
has a
plan.
layout. He didn't say he has the plan specifically.
I do know the fortress is laid out in a specific pattern.
Oh,
And
I
then
see. I know
in
this
the-
pattern. It's a square.
Yeah, and then in the middle, they have a statue to the Allfather,
The who?
the Giant Father, the Father of Giants, Allfather.
All right, buddy.
And this is a meal hall. I know they built him a statue, or was it a statue? No, it's a throne for. And then we've got his bedroom back here.
That's an NPC, David. That's the giant.
I know that we've got a servants' quarter entrance over here in this corner. This quarter of the fortress has servants' quarters where the meal preparation occurs, as well as a armory of some sort. And then I know that in this quadrant they have the stairs that go down into the vault. Because that is
talking about Nolan.
Yeah.
well. Okay. So I know that because they broke ground there first. And where they break ground, the foundation will not be placed, so there must be a vault.
All right, David. You have a good one.
Okay.
Well, I guess we just try to sneak in. It's our best bet.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah, this can go
get
well.
into the literal farthest point in the fort.
Well, we don't know that. We don't know if there's like an entrance right there.
I doubt there would be an entrance
Oh,
on
of course,
the
the main-
outside for the vault.
The main entrance is right here.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, just have
Yeah,
to go
you
through
just
the
have to
meal
get
hall.
through the mess hall. Yeah.
I do not know the layout of the. What was it? The vault. As it was. When they started construction, I was not allowed in. At that point, I'd already soured my attention with Mama.
Well, I hate to be myself at this point, but I could just use invisibility to sneak in and then teleport myself out.
Well, that's if you're quiet enough. Just because you're invisible doesn't mean that you're undetectable.
Do you have a key? This is a
Sure.
fortress vault, you know, right? There will be a key to get into whatever sort of treasury she has laid out.
Exactly, and if you don't have me there, then I can't pick the lock.
Do you know who would carry the key?
I mean, I can cast invisibility on anyone here. I'm saying it's a possibility.
I know cleaners may have access to the antechamber, but to the main vault itself, I do not know.
Okay.
It's just the problem of
I wouldn't be
can't
surprised.
cast it again if I'm not the one invisible.
I would not be surprised if there are multiple keys involved.
So I mean, I could turn you invisible, but you'd only have an hour to get your way through.
Is it a concentration thing? Can you do it on multiple people or
It's
just one?
not- It's not straight.
Unfortunate.
That's why I was suggesting myself, because I can recast it on myself plenty of times to last.
Mm-hmm. But it's literally just the fact of getting into the vault.
Yeah. If you believe you could get in and out in an hour, I mean, you wouldn't have to get out. All you have to do is get in and get the bow. We could try
The
it.
problem is when he's going to see the other things in the vault and say, I want this, and get killed.
Yeah. Like, I wouldn't be able to carry all that in the first place, but also,
So
that
we're
would
gonna
take up a
give
lot of
you
time.
Her magic bag.
True. Like, could be lended.
My magic bag is really small.
My magic bag can only hold coins.
You have a magic bag?
No.
I have one, but it only holds monster parts. It's supposed to hold food, but
I doubt they have food in the vault.
I don't
But
know.
I want to
we
hear more
all-
about this magic bag, sis.
Either we all try to sneak in, which is a whole lot harder, or you do it alone and then try
I
to get
pull
in
out
in
my
an
old
hour.
coin purse and I'm just like, see, look, coin go in bag. Now it's in
Mhm.
bag.
Aren't you supposed to be
Hmm.
lawful good now?
All
Doesn't
we
mean
have
it
to
doesn't
do-
mean he can't lie.
Especially when
Oh.
I know it's the rogue who likes to steal shit. And the party that likes to beat the shit out of me to steal my shit.
Listen,
I've
I
never
didn't want to
laid a
do
hand
that.
on you. All we need to do is go back to town with our portal scroll, buy a few more, come back, give you one, and then
I
you
would have
sneak in.
no idea how to use that right now.
It's a scroll. You read it. It works. It's easy.
Not if you don't cast spells.
You can use a scroll without being able to cast spells.
I'm pretty sure you need to be able to cast spells.
Not with these.
There you go.
You send
I mean,
off a
it's
bunch
kinda-
of random adventures with them.
That's kind of the whole point of it.
These are patented
Scroll, I
easy
feel.
teleport scrolls.
We
Now
send
even-
you in invisible. You're
Now
sneaky,
even the
sneaky.
most brainlit adventurer can teleport.
If you can get into the vault within an hour, you just get the bow and teleport out to us, and then we teleport back to town. Easy peasy.
Why don't we teleport back to town now? We can get some bags of holding, maybe.
With
And,
what money?
You have
The-
tons of jewels, and
Right,
10,000 of that
right.
is mine.
I have.
While you guys have been talking, Braunfist has been like etching over a stone tablet. And he's like, I've got something better. And he lays the tablet down, and on the tablet is an intricate design of
Oh,
the
look
interior
at that!
of the castle.
Wow! He's an
Just
artiste.
outside of the vault.
You know, maybe I could see it if there wasn't all this fucking scribble all over it.
Those are all arrows. No scribbles.
The vault goes down. Interesting.
Yeah, he said stairs, dumbass.
Listen, I'm still mad about the elves. Wasn't paying attention.
Baby rage, baby rage.
You know, I think it's our best bet. If we all try to go in there, it's going to be a big fight.
Fair.
Because I know I'm not very stealthy, and the big guy over here definitely isn't.
I am.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I feel like the
Fuck
little
the
rat
weapon
is
himself.
stealthy just because it's small, but
I'm not a fucking rat.
Rats, we are the
We
rats.
gave you a
Bitch.
choice. And I don't remember what you picked.
Would the vault be lock pickable, or would you need the key? Yes. Nolan, it's a question directed to you. Yep.
What? My bad, I zoned out.
I was asking if the locks would be pickable or not.
I wouldn't see why not. They're just built for giant keys.
You know
You
what they
did
say about
unlock
giant
that
keys.
chest easily enough. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to sneak in and lock the vault.
Yeah.
So is that the plan we're going with then?
Yeah.
I think we should plan on being nearby enough that we can rush in if we ends up needing help.
I mean, I'd say we stay outside the fortress, yes.
Yeah.
How would he contact us then?
Yelling.
We might be able to find a scroll.
It's
Didn't
a
we get
fortress.
that didn't someone get a little statue?
No, it got re-rolled because we didn't want the exact same statue.
Oh, okay.
We could probably find a scroll of message or something.
Well, then we could go to town
Yeah, I say, yeah.
and then come back.
Okay then. Let's return to town, gather a few more supplies, and then we'll return back.
Sounds good.
Infiltration. I don't have. Who has the magic scroll? I have. Do I have it?
Who has the dossier?
I'm pretty sure I do.
I don't have it.
I think
Yeah,
I have
definitely
it.
not me.
I definitely wouldn't either.
I'll whip out the scroll and tell everybody to get around. And then,
Should probably not do this inside Braun Pitt's house.
well, we're out. I thought we were outside his house. I don't know. I don't think it
You're doing
matters.
it in his massively sized house.
We're inside. So it was nice talking to you, Braun Pitts. Thanks for the info.
Hi, bro. I'm about to head out.
And I bamf us back to town.
Oh, did you
What?
teleport out?
All of us just dimension doored to town, I guess.
Which one?
The
Party.
Back home?
I guess. Oh. I
Listen,
think we were going back.
They probably mean Weybrig, but I would. I just really would like to go to Cardi.
Well, whoever dimension doored, you ended up in a pretty depressing looking alley in the shopping district of Cardi.
Cool.
Absolutely nothing has changed, or at least it looks like it.
Still the smell of piss and beer on the streets.
It's not a good smell.
Yeah, but it's home. Alright,
Well,
so we're gonna go to the market area.
Yes.
They head to the market, and what are you looking for?
To exchange roughly 38,000 gold worth of jewels for 38,000 gold.
Oh, okay. You probably go to the bank for that.
I would also like to exchange a amulet of 2,000 gold at the bank.
Okay. So you guys head to the bank, and you set all the gems on the jewelry on the table, and the teller looks up at you and he's like, "Let me go get the estimator."
I mean, it's a lot of jewels. So
And an old guy with a
Money.
big old briefcase comes out and with thick horn-rimmed glasses and says, "Come to my office."
Hi.
Sweet.
So
There's three
Yeah.
of us here.
he pops
Yep.
open the briefcase, and the only thing in the briefcase is like a lens and basically some pair of tweezers. And he picks up the first amulet with the tweezers and looks at it through the lens and starts examining it. And he goes, and then sets it to the left and pulls out a piece of paper and starts writing stuff down.
Oh my
And
God,
starts
he's gonna
rinsing
go
and
through
repeating.
every single one.
It's only 25.
and then he continues doing so. So you guys spend the next 4 hours in the office with him just writing stuff down. And he's writing a piece of paper. He's like, so what we have here is
You
what
about
did
to
you
die?
yeah, I'm about to die.
So-
We have 38,000 gold worth of jewelry here.
yeah. Wow, I would have said
We
the
need-
same thing and saved 4 hours.
We need to save. We need to take off the estimator's fee and the bank fee for transaction. That leaves you with. He like writes down stuff and like flips an abacus around. He goes, yes. Let's see here.
Mm-hmm.
Doing actual math here.
Yes, I see. 32,300 gold.
That's insane fees there.
Yeah, why? Hang on.
It is only 15%. You will not find better rates on the market.
How much?
So 15% from 38.
38 is 5.7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
32,300 gold.
What?
32,300 gold. We said.
Do you accept the deal?
Yeah.
He goes, perfect. He opens up a drawer and literally just slides all the jewelry into it and closes it. And then he like stamps a piece of paper. He says, take this out. It's a check.
Okay. I just want to point out.
That
So-
total in jewels was 50,000.
Yeah,
You
but
said 38,000.
Well,
That was
for
Quentin's
him
portion.
That's just mine, yeah.
specifically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to know something funny?
Hmm.
So right now, in gold, before I add that to my like carrying, I have 14 pounds of gold. And now I have 660 pounds
Would
of
you-
gold.
Would you like to open an account with the United Wizards Bank?
I'm all good. I got a bag of holding.
Oh, we do too.
Yeah, I do
It
too.
It works in multiple dimensions. You can withdraw from any city.
That's cool. How much would it cost to open an account?
It's free.
Oh, then
With
yeah,
a-
sure.
For such an affluent customer.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so he takes the check back and is like, we will first I need a drop of blood.
Drop of blood?
I just fucking flick my finger hard enough to make it bleed.
What
like-
the hell?
He like catches it on a piece of paper that like sort of smokes. You swear you see like a little skull in the smoke.
That's where you just signed your soul to the devil.
Because
It is a bank.
he hands you the paper and he's like, just present them your name, and if they're really, really persistent, just give them a drop of blood, and they should be able to like find your account.
Wouldn't be surprised if all these banks were ran by the Prince of Greed.
Honestly, oh well.
Hey, at least you can expect dividends from interest.
Woo. So, would I still count like that as my total gold, and I've got like a fucking mystical credit card, basically?
You're not carrying it, but you can write checks now.
Well, I'm just gonna leave it as my
Yeah,
total
so-
like listed gold.
You can, at any merchant, your check is valid because it is quite literally a global bank. He
Cool.
also hands you a fat checkbook and says, for writing.
I take it and I go, hell yeah. I just slam dunk that in my bag of holding.
I guess let's head to this market then. Let's try to find.
Well, there's still 2 other people that have to.
Do this, which I'm doing. So
And how much did you say you had?
I would be 10,500.
10,500.
Yep.
He starts going through all the jewelry. You spend another 2 hours.
Damn
Why didn't we do this in one transaction?
And he says, "Okay, so the fee plus the bank amount leaves you with 8,925 gold. Would you like to open an account?"
Yeah.
Perfect. It's the same thing. Slides it. Blood. Check it
Yeah.
out. Or checks.
Let me get my handy dagger here. This regular dagger. Slip my finger real quick and
Roll
put that
Just
on.
regular dagger.
I don't want to burn myself, man.
You're trying to draw blood, but you keep cauterizing the wound on impact.
You end up dying.
It's not usually like this, sir. I'm so sorry.
You like wipe sweat off your forehead. You're like, it's a little hot in here.
Well,
Anyway,
All right, and that leaves this.
yes, I would like to present my 2,000 gold amulet.
2,500.
I was told 2,000.
Oh, it would be 2 gems for 1,000.
What?
What?
The deck of many things. It's comprised of amulets worth.
Oh,
oh,
yeah,
no,
amulets
it's-
worth 2,000.
No, sorry. Yeah, it's jewelry worth 2,000 or gems worth 1,000. Yeah, so it would just be an amulet for 2,000. Sorry, it was 25 for 2,000. You can see
He
the
takes it and
confusion.
he's like, "Oh, this is easy. 1,700.
Thank you. I will take my money, please.
Of course." He hands you the money account, or are you just
No.
withdrawing?
Just withdrawing.
Of course.
Those are my shinies.
Just know that the United Wizard Bank is always here.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
Yeah. he has a
So
coin
I don't
bag of
want to
gold.
carry around all my stuff, so I'll do that too.
We
Don't
also
you have a
do-
barrel of gold?
I sure do, and I
I would like to make a
take out the
deposit.
barrel and just set it on the desk.
He sighs, but instead of like starting to count the gold, he like holds his hand out and like a little like blue seal hovers in the air and he's like, "How much did I give you again? 3,000 for that?"
It was 2,000, but I
2,000.
used 100, so it's 1,900.
Alright, so he goes 1,900 gold. Okay, making a new account. He hands you the slip of paper you need to put the blood on. He's like, "Okay, just
Sure.
How do you put
Start.
the blood on it, Chris?
With my dagger.
a normal dagger."
Yeah, I have a normal dagger.
Dude, I'm so sorry. It usually doesn't burn my hand. I'm so.
Oh, this is my burning dagger. Quickly hustles to pull out a normal.
Oh no! I pulled
I
my
had to
frozen
make
dagger.
sure, man.
Goes to cut hand with fire damage weapon, it immediately cauterizes and doesn't bleed.
Yeah, that's
That's
what we've been
fair.
saying.
Takes out the crossbow, just shoots
that is
finger.
literally the joke.
So there's no like,
Fee?
fee for putting it
Well,
into.
there's no conversion.
No, there's
so
no conversion.
Okay.
We don't do that here.
No, but according to Nolan, they do offer interest.
They offer dividends for affluent customers.
That me.
the more you show up, the more money you get.
The more money you deposit, the more they give back to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the more you
So
show up to
How else are we?
deposit.
How else are we supposed to bankroll nations into war? He chuckles.
Yeah. Now I don't have to worry about carrying money. That's all I care about.
Or a barrel.
We're gonna have a moment in time where everyone's gonna have a bank
I'm
account
keeping
except
the
for Jamie's character, and we're gonna be like, "You have to drop the gold now."
It's your only
Yeah.
chance.
Yeah, but Jamie has the magic coin pairs.
Yeah, that's true. Jamie has his own mini bank.
But yeah, I am keeping the
I don't
barrel.
have a bank account.
You never know when you need to store something.
How are you carrying a barrel around?
It just was.
I can carry a lot.
Yeah, but like,
Dude, he just.
it's not
dude,
the
you ever-
matter of
hey,
encumbrance.
It's
like,
basically tied to the side of my backpack.
Just like, hey, have you ever seen Death Stranding?
Yeah.
There's nothing logical about a Kojima game.
And time Dude, a time bug away keeps the time fall away.
Whatever.
Honestly, I'm not actually carrying that much.
Yeah, you could have been carrying more if you
Can we go
got
get
that,
our scrolls now?
instead of pouring out the wine.
What?
Sure. Scrolls with dimensional door are only 5,000 apiece.
Well, we need 3.
I'm just kidding. They're not that much. They're closer to 2,000.
Oh.
So, you go to the wizard store and you say, what, 3-dimensional dwarfs, please?
Yes, 3-dimensional doors, please. I'll take 3.
Of course. That will be 6,000, and who will be paying?
I'll pay for 2.
Dylan, 1 is being solely for you.
Yeah, I know. I'll pay for 1.
How much would it cost to have an item identified?
Depends on the item.
Nothing, because I know I identify.
Oh. Hey, can you identify my sword
Uh,
so I can figure out what that card did?
yeah, sure. Hold on, let me remember if identify as virtual or not.
It is.
Yeah.
Can you
Okay,
identify
then I
multiple items?
Yeah, let me pull it up. Identify. No, it's 1 object with the casting, so I'll have to do 2 rituals. If we do.
That's fine, because you guys are gonna have to wait here while I go to my house and get something.
What do you need to get?
Don't worry about it.
It's
Fair.
10 minutes or 11 minutes, so
He doesn't live that far away.
it's not a problem. I'll ritually cast.
We're still shopping, so.
I'll ritually cast identify on both of their items.
Yeah, so the item I need identified is a fucking cork dart.
What, from the wizard?
No, we got
From,
the cork,
oh, from-
like the ghosts.
oh, yeah, no, but I'm talking about, like, who's
No,
identifying? The
Anthony.
wizard or
Oh yeah, I am.
Okay, well, go
The
ahead.
wizard. I
It just-
am. I ritually cast identify on both of them. Takes 11 minutes for each.
Okay.
I know everything about it, basically. I know if it's a magic item,
It's magical.
what the properties are, how to use them, if they need attunement, how many charges it has, if any.
It is the core thing is magical. It has 1 charge, and you can't pinpoint what it does exactly. It seems to be muddled, but it is something that summons.
I also know if there's any spells affecting them. So if they're cursed.
And nobody has any spells affecting them.
What is Chris's
No, the item.
item? Yeah, it's the items. If the item is like cursed or something, I would know.
So that's Chris's item.
Oh, so Chris's item, his sword, it is enchanted by something from the card. It is an empowerment. It is temporary though, and it has 1 charge.
So, any idea what it does?
He said you couldn't tell.
Okay.
I thought that was for the court.
Yeah.
So
that
that too.
What?
Yeah.
It is a combat empowerment that has 1 charge.
The cork
And it is
dart has
temporary.
1 charge and is also summoning?
No, the
The
cork
cork-
dart's summoning. The cork dart is the one I talked about first. With the summoning 1 charge muddled magic.
you have
Oh.
them backwards.
The sword is the second one. It is temporary. It has 1 charge, and it seems to be a combat enhancement.
I'm fucking like scared of this cork dart.
I would have expected you guys to use it by now. But y'all are like terrified to touch anything magical.
Really?
Except for the deck of many things, which had the opportunity to 2 out of like whatever chance to just outright kill our character.
Yeah. Listen, it was fun to use.
Well, it seems like he loaded it with 4 specific cards that weren't overly good or overly.
Oh no, I rolled for them.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yes.
Interesting.
I was kind of hoping for Donjon for someone.
You just got fucking lucky then.
The only person who had like a chance to die was like Quentin because he rolled a card that I already pulled. I'm like, I'm not pulling that card again.
Oh, what card was that?
I think it was what. If I scroll back up, it should be what Jamie got hit with.
Oh,
Yeah, you got hit with what Jamie would have been hit with.
I would have been
But
lawful
Jamie already,
evil.
but Jamie already pulled that card, so it didn't count because it already happened.
Yeah, I mean, a deck of Menae only has one of each card.
Well, it depends on the deck. Some decks are the card remanifests back in the deck. Some it just goes away.
Anyways, so Nolan.
Yeah, well, stage 2 didn't happen, so you guys won't know.
What?
Exactly.
Stage 2, like, cancer?
No. I'm sorry. Quentin, your character's cancer.
What? We gotta. That'd be such a fucked, like, campaign, is your character has cancer and you're looking for a wish scroll to get rid of
Oh god.
and call
The
it.
moon
your
card.
Just like every level, like, yeah, you get better, but also now you have, like, one
Tumors.
lung.
And you can
You
call
got one lung in 2 years.
You call the campaign Make a Wish.
God damn it. I hate all of you.
Hey, if you draw the moon card, it gives you 1d3 wishes.
And he just dies instantly because you rolled the dungeon.
Yeah, rips your soul out and puts it in an extra dimensional plane.
The soul can't die of cancer.
Huh?
Anyways, Nolan,
Yeah.
I'd like to go to my house near Cardi. I assume probably only, like, outside
Just
of it.
outside, yeah. Just outside.
Yeah, I want to get the really important thing there.
That's fine. You get the really important thing.
Since I've decided to set off on adventure rather than being a, like, tour guide.
Yeah, Dungeon, you disappear, become attuned in a state of suspended animation, extra dimensional sphere.
Dart. I see Dart.
remain
You put
prison
Dart in the
until you are
corner.
found, removed from the sphere. Only a wish spell can locate the location of a prison from Dungeon.
I'm gonna do dungeon
whack.
on one of you guys, but then the prison's just gonna be like in the room next door, but y'all never check.
I'm still glad no one has noticed where I wrote the word crack on the map.
I see it.
Don't make me control A again.
I know exactly where it is.
No,
Done.
it's
Hey,
been
the
there for
Fates
like
is
3
really good to
sessions.
What?
Fates is a really good one to draw early, because it lets you just negate one of the cards.
Woo!
Basically, you just get to say no to any card you draw anytime before you die.
Okay.
Here's the thing.
Yeah,
I have my important thing.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I have like 30 minutes left until I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
Because Jamie's got to be up too. Because if I'm there, he sure as hell is up too.
Yep.
I think I know what Chris.
I can't wait till I
but
wake
I
up
don't
at
want
6
to.
a.m. again and feel like death.
Don't worry, I'm not going to be there till like 10.
I know, but I'm still gonna end up waking up at 6 because my brain hates me.
Nice.
I would like to go.
Kidding, what? Go ahead.
I would like to go to a tailor.
Okay. Go to the tailor.
Hello, how much would it cost to obtain a +2 jacket?
What do you mean by +2, sir?
Oh, damn well.
I don't.
Are you even a tailor?
Yes, sir, I am.
I show him
make
my
clothing.
jacket and I say, this is a +1. Theoretically, if we were to assign it a numerical value.
Okay. Alright.
A +2 would be this, but, like, Better.
Better.
So you need to go to an arcane tailor, sir,
Why the fuck are you not that?
because I make clothes for normal people and rich people.
I mean, I'm one of those things.
Are you going
don't
to a
think they're
ball
either.
or a gala?
No, I'm going to, like, on a suicide mission, and I don't want to die.
I definitely recommend the arcane for that.
Yeah, well, where is he?
I don't think we have one here.
You
You could
son
check
of a bitch.
Waybreg. I know they
Clinton's
have
being
quite the
a
wizard.
difficult shit with the tailor. I would like to go to a leather worker.
Like to go to what?
A leather worker.
All right.
And ask if they have any enchanted leather armor, or studded leather preferably.
We have just regular studded leather. If you wanted magical leather, I know Waybreg up north has quite a bit.
Yeah, I think.
I would just like to go to the smith in town and see how much he would give me for the masterwork composite short bow and the rapier I have lying around.
The rapier, the extra, you mean your normal rapier?
Yeah,
All right. Because well, this is a normal rapier, so 50 gold. But this masterwork is quite something. I mean, would you be willing to part with it for? He like sort of looks it over. 2,000.
sure.
Perfect.
Very shiny.
Everybody around here got money, except for me.
Stop drawing China on the map.
I am now a slightly happier bold.
What's a bold?
Shut the fuck up.
Style font. So what are we doing?
I don't know. We're just drawing oranges on the map.
I can't find anything useful that I need here.
Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah.
got what I needed that was really important.
If you say so. Since you insisted we come back to this.
Oh,
Shanty.
is there anyone in the city that sells like gems or anything like that?
What?
A jeweler?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would like to go take the 1,000 gold of shady money and turn it into gems.
I can accept this. You buy a really, really nice looking sapphire. Like a fist, like a sapphire like the size of your fist, almost.
Yep.
But it's uncut, so it's still rough. But it is a really nice looking sapphire.
All right. So, to the fortress.
Or we could stop by Waybrig, gear up, then go to the
Then
fortress.
we'd have to find another scroll.
I'll buy it.
Okay, so then we'll hop 4. Yeah, we could do that.
Sure.
Okay.
So you hop in the scroll, heading back to Waybreg.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
You good?
There's a fly.
Oh, dude, it's a good move from my house to yours.
It's funny because the fly was here earlier. I swear the fuck
Flies
is
that dimension
interdimensional.
door scrolls.
All right. So since we're in Waybrig now,
Yes.
I'm gonna go see about like bags of holding.
Of course.
I would also like to look into bags of holding.
So you go to an arcane shop. And they go,
I-
so what are you looking after? What are you looking for?
Just good old bags of holding.
No, of course. I get that.
Yeah. So you got any in stock?
Yeah. We got a couple. We got the small ones that really can't hold a lot, but decent amount. The ones that can only, store something about the size of your fist. We've got another one that'll you can fit your whole arm in there, hold a lot more weight too. Then we got a massive one you could probably fit a living person in. And then we got industrial sizes. You really have to get those made to spec though.
Industrial size?
Yeah, like the banks use them.
Oh, okay.
Like
So
nigh limitless.
so how much for a large one?
The third option, correct?
Yeah.
Oh, we're looking at about fitting a person in there. He's like writing some paper down. It's like, what do you want this made of? Leather, cloth?
Cloth.
Cloth, okay. We're looking at about 6,000 gold.
All right, I'll take it.
Perfect. Come back in a week.
God damn it.
I'm gonna just hear that number and immediately turn around and walk out.
I already have one.
I would like to find enchanted.
Yeah, but I need
leather.
something to put my gems in.
Okay.
I want some
Back
good
to
studded
2,000
leather
gold.
armor.
Yeah, but now you have like a decent sized bag of anything holding.
Yeah,
In a
in a
week.
week.
Yeah.
Convenient.
Yeah.
Is there any studded leather or enchanted armor for sale?
Yes, we have enchanted armor.
How much would studded leather enchanted armor be?
Of course. We can take a quick look. Well, we have a couple. We've got some regular magical sets. And we've got this one's pretty fun. This is a glamour set. You can speak a word and it turns into leather of your style of choice.
Stylish.
Mm-hmm. A little bit more expensive, of course, but some like it.
How much would that be?
The glamored one, we're looking at about 4,000, 5,000. Depends
the
on
regular?
yeah, just well,
How
this
much
is if we were to say, we had word about some weirdo asking about numbers, but if we were to assign it a numerical value, it'd probably be a +1.
Oh, yeah.
If you pay the extra amount, maybe +2.
How much would the regular ones be? The
Just
non-glamour ones?
Just a non-glamored, a 3,000 to 4,000.
That's cool. Maybe I'll be back.
All right.
It's good. They only broke one in the fucking party. Can't even afford to
I
get myself one more.
I mean, I don't have much money.
I
I have
risked
1,000
that.
gold.
Dude, he almost died. Technically, everyone.
Yeah,
died.
everyone used the item that I was supposed to get.
You didn't want to use it.
Also,
I offered.
still have. Yeah, well, she probably would have pulled something out of it without knowing what it was, but after knowing what it was, of course, she was worried.
Nolan.
Hmm.
I'd like to go to a magic item store.
Okay.
I basically got nothing out of that whole fucking dungeon.
No, you got
You got a level.
Yeah, I got a scroll that's like kind of worthless.
Nah.
So I'm at the magic item store,
Okay.
and I'm just kind of like browsing around, and I'm gonna go up to the shopkeeper and I'm gonna inquire about, you have bracers of defense?
Bracers of defense.
Let me check this on the magic.
Yeah. We check our magic tablet.
Absolutely not, Dylan.
No, I'm just testing things out.
Bracers of defense, you say?
Yeah.
He scratches his head. It's like, well, we got something like that. They're not bracers of defense exactly. They're not as strong. They're just they're called something like bracers of the shield. A weird off-brand magic maker imported them, but they're not as expensive too. They're only 4,000.
But like, numerically, what would be the difference?
Well, if you were to assign it a numerical value, about a 1.
Okay, do you also have a ring of protection?
I don't think those two things stack.
They do.
Do they?
In 5th edition, there is no stacking limits on items.
Yeah,
Okay,
because
we have one of those. Those are only 3,500.
I'll take one of each.
yeah,
Oh, perfect.
it lets you stack everything because you're only ever supposed to have 3 magic items because
Yeah,
attunement.
we do have
It depends on the magic item.
No, because if I get rid of attunement, that means I can throw wild shit at you guys. And then when you
Versus
get hit, you
events
just
do
die
require
instantly.
attunement.
Would I be able to reverse pickpocket?
What?
Valid question. Would I be able to reverse
I mean, yeah, it would be a
pickpocket?
sleight of hand check, the same
Okay.
as pickpocketing.
Yeah. What are you trying to pickpocket?
All right, I'm gonna put that that amulet in Elamine's pocket without her knowing.
That's so useful.
Put a what? Oh.
The fucking
The amulet,
the concentration amulet.
yeah, but she doesn't know about it.
Go ahead.
I did.
Oh, he's got an amulet in his pocket now. Wow, I didn't look at that.
She almost noticed.
Take me to the potato hole.
Don't even know it's there, and that's the funny part.
Well, now what?
You guys just finish shopping?
I wanna inquire at the same shop that Quentin's at.
I can't really
Uh,
buy anything. I'm too broke.
Do you have anything to make my grip better?
Like grabbing arrows?
Like grabbing people and keeping them from attacking my friends.
Grappling. Oh, you're looking for like wrestler gloves?
Yeah, something like that.
By the way, Nolan, do those bracers of the shield still give the +1 to saving throws?
No, it just gives +1 AC.
Okay.
That's the same thing with the protection. Ring of protection, just 1 to AC.
Yeah, well, the ring of protection is just like the. Oh no, it's not.
I would like to inquire at a.
Well, I mean, we do
Magic.
have. These are a little bit kind of gross. You can, if we were to assign it a new. Kidding. No. He like sort of wheels out some cestises. How do you pronounce that? Castices.
Yeah.
Cestus.
Yeah.
Cestises that are covered in dried blood. It's like that doesn't come off. Believe me, I've tried. The last guy who came in here with these nearly ripped my shopkeeper's face off. So makes you really hard to pull. But we're talking about 5,000 gold here.
Ooh, could I kind of make a hold on that and come back for it later?
I got no problem with. Nobody wants them.
How much is it?
5,000.
1,000.
I pat Verlim on the back and I say, "I've got you."
Hey, you guys know that bartering exists?
I'm fully aware. My character, however, doesn't care about money.
Okay. Like, wow, these things are expensive because these shopkeepers are actually, like, literally scalping everyone because nobody gives
No
a shit
idea.
about the price.
I would have no idea.
Yeah.
As I just rolled.
Okay.
Well, you rolled on persuasion, but
Yeah.
I feel like that would be more of an inside
So,
thing.
what do I have now? They're like,
Oh, yeah, hang on. Here. Nolan, would I realize I'm getting scammed?
A little bit. You'd be like, you deal with enough merchants to know that, like, It's like Jesus.
I'm gonna say you're.
Right? It's like he wants to get rid of this stuff, but then like he's gonna still pay like 5,000.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna say, here's the thing. Those aren't worth 5,000, and you know it. Want to get rid of them? No, make them a little
Fair.
cheaper.
That's where you would make an offer.
I would say it's probably worth 4,000, and I've already purchased several things from you. You know.
I mean, I guess. I can do 4,000.
Yeah.
All right. So what should I add to my character sheet here?
You add double your strength bonus to grappling.
Oh yeah. Would this include shoving? Just to clarify.
I'll allow it.
Okay.
And this
Do
is
you have a
something
name
you'll
for
like.
them, or-
What's up?
Do you have a name for them?
The gladiator gloves.
Okay.
And that's the other half is that you can, if you're in this case, you can grapple 2 creatures of your same size or 1 creature of 1 size larger than you. But I don't think that's actually relevant for.
Giants? No, they're 2
Yeah.
sizes larger, unless he's enlarged.
So
Well,
you can-
normally there's no limit on
Grapple size.
1 size larger. It's if it's a creature of 2 sizes larger, then you can't.
Well, now you can.
Okay, got it.
Fucking grapple a giant. They're just like, what?
It's like wrapped around his toe, like, yeah. Did you not take the grappler feat?
No, because it sucks.
I guess.
It sucks because it's a specifically like grappling feat, and it's terrible for dedicated grapplers.
I would like to go to a store, the magic bookstore, and ask how much the Giant's Odyssey scroll would be. Also, my scroll of reduced person, because I have no use for that since I know the spell.
Alright. So I guess everyone's getting pretty juiced up on gear.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta wait a week, Dylan.
Yeah. I also want to inquire about something, but I'll wait till
Sure.
after Anthony.
Alright, what's Anthony inquiring for?
Yeah. I was going to the magic bookstore and trying to sell my Giant's Odyssey scroll and my scroll of reduced person.
Scroll of reduced person. I had that. Anyway, I go for the reduced person, 500, easy. Now, you guys just say this was Giant's Odyssey?
Mm-hmm.
Clearly it's giant, but I mean, it is a quite fascinating piece of magic work. Do you mind leaving it here with me while I examine it for a full price? I will give you 2,000 down now as a sort of a security deposit.
Sure.
But mind you, if I don't want it, which I probably do, honestly. This is a fascinating piece of work, but just keep that on you and hold on to it while I look this thing over, and I'll pay you the second half. Come back in a couple of days. I've got quite a big list of magic items I gotta go through.
Alright, sounds good to me.
Alright. So you get 2,500 out of that.
Okay. I want
So
to inquire about any armor that would make me stealthier.
Stealthier. Didn't you get something for that just recently?
No.
thought you had the cloak, the
Yeah.
oily cloak.
That gives me dex saves.
Oh.
It doesn't make me stealthier.
Wait,
You
no,
might-
didn't you get black leather armor that gives you more stealth? or
I don't
something?
have that.
That was the cloak, and it didn't. Again,
Yeah, it was just Dex.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was leather armor they gave himself too.
No, we
Oh.
asked about the.
Yeah, we literally. This was a whole thing.
Well, I mean, you want stealth, right? Well, I mean, we're not supposed to. We don't really have invisibility or stealth armor in stock. The last of it went to government requisition.
What?
Yeah. That's just hard to hold on to. I mean, I last heard the last shipment of things that made you invisible went all the way up to Glandy. They were running a stealth op. Something along those lines. Pretty cool stuff. But I know that crate went straight to Glandy.
Do you know if there's gonna be a shipment coming in anytime soon?
Well, let's see. That shipment left a few weeks ago. Glandy ops run a couple months tops. First casualties are always a weekend. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw returns or, as they call it, used armor in a week or so.
Okay.
Must be nice not having to get your armor custom made. Jamie and I know the pain, and Chris.
Must be nice to be able to afford it.
Just testing this roll. Sweet.
Jesus Christ. And I got my +9 to insight, and perception was good. Jesus.
Nolan.
Hmm.
I would like to inquire, while still at the magic item shop. One last thing before I go, good fellow.
Yeah, of course.
Do you happen to be in stock of a ring of mind shielding?
Mind shielding. You know, that's actually a good question. I haven't checked in a while.
This is where Nolan looks up what it does.
No, I know what it does. And I can tell you right now that we don't have any of those in stock.
Damn.
Mostly because they all got bought out by some crazy psyop going at down in Glandy. You hear about what's going on over there?
No, I don't even know what Glandy is.
Oh well, I'm surprised honestly. City out in the desert, lots of money flowing out of it. Unfortunate problem that it's also being constantly bombarded by a demigod trying to take it over. So they started an offensive front recently. A lot of money to be made out there. Really cool stuff.
Huh.
Isn't Glandy one of the places that we
Yes.
could have gone? Yeah.
See, the map is kind of covered right now, so it's a little bit difficult for me to find it. But
It was-
yeah.
there it is.
Well, alright. And I'm going to go to the Arcane Tailor.
Okay.
You know, honestly, since we're going to avoid dealing with any giants, we can just wait for our stuff.
I was about to say the same thing.
Yeah.
Doesn't really matter if Data's there. You're just sneaking in.
In fact, it might be easier while they're all drunk and distracted.
And we can all just hide in my tiny hut.
So,
Make it look like a rock or something.
Nolan,
Yeah, what's up?
I go to the Arcane Tailor.
Alright.
And I go, hello again. It's me,
Hello.
person that has weird jacket requests. Here's the thing.
You're not the first.
Last time I was here, you said a +2 would be about 2,000 gold.
Yes.
How much would a +3 be?
My God.
We don't even stock material that would be able to make something like that.
Well, would you be able to make the +2?
Yeah. I mean, that's easy.
Can you do any enchantments with it?
That's where the money starts rolling. Money, buddy. Ooh.
Money buddy. Yeah.
Yeah, money, buddy.
I assume
I mean-
we're ending after all this shopping.
Yeah.
Okay, well then
I mean, y'all are. This is your heist prep.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go to bed then, since I don't have anything else to do.
All right,
Right,
cool.
Anthony, dumbass, stupid idiot.
What
Fuck
kind of
you.
enchantments are you looking for?
Talk to you guys later.
Yeah.
Let's see. What kind of enchantments are you looking for?
So, this is a out of character question.
Yeah.
I have those gloves that give +2 dex. Would I be able to also get like extra dex on this and that stack, or would you
No.
say no? Okay.
That's why I was like interested about the 5e stuff, because when it comes to like when it comes to stat stacking, I'm against that. But
Yeah, with 5e, the way they worked around that is most stat items just give a flat stat like total. They don't actually give pluses typically.
Yeah,
well, there's
'cause
stuff
I
that
just
has
saw the-
pluses, and then there's stuff that has, because I know you're talking about like giant strength and whatnot, are all like your strength is now this because then the bonus just automatically kicks in.
In 5th edition Raw, there are no just flat stat bonuses for items.
Yeah, I'm not gonna give you an item that then
Oh,
immediately like,
Actually, I think there might be one exception.
because I'm actually gonna use the 3.5 rule on that, which is
Yeah,
you could be literally wearing armor where every piece is giving you +1 dex, but you're only gonna get +1 dex.
That's
You're not
fine.
gonna get
The
+9.
reason I ask is because that changes what stat I ask for.
Okay.
I would like something that might stimulate my brain endings that are very dead most of the time and make me more
Intelligence?
wise.
Oh, wise wisdom. Okay. So
if-
how wise are we talking? If you were to
If
put
we
it
were
in
to
numerical value,
like +2.
8,000.
Done.
Okay.
And that's
And
that's
this is
everything,
a
right?
coat. Yeah, that's everything. The +2
Yeah.
and the +2.
Like this
I
jacket.
did it. Okay. Come back in a week.
So that was 8,000?
Yep.
Okay.
Local
Alright.
man becomes rich, immediately becomes poor again.
Yeah, but
Yeah, you're getting juiced. I know.
I want to ask a question of the shop,
Sure.
the magic shop. This is for just future reference. How much would say like a belt of even just hill giant strength cost?
Like from us or like
Just general, like, would you happen to know how much it would typically go for?
we haven't had a belt for a while. I mean, I can pull some strings and get back to you in a little. I mean, you're already gonna be back here, so I can get back to you in a week or so about the prices. I got a rain check from Tayworld. They have some.
Okay. Yeah, that would be great. Just information on that kind of thing.
Yeah, no problem.
And of course, I mean, if they have potentially better belts of the same type, giant strength, I mean, I'd be happy to know the pricing on that. But
Definitely, I can understand that. Because I know those things are a little bit harder to get because you don't exactly make a belt of giant strength. You sort of have to acquire it from giants. So they're quite difficult to get our hands on.
okay, yeah, just whatever knowledge I can acquire in that regard.
Of course, no problem.
This is me saying that out of character. In character, it's probably sounding a lot stupider.
Yeah.
I realize I'm using big words.
I'm not expecting you guys to use RP because then this entire group would be incoherent.
Yeah.
I RP a lot.
Do you wish
I
to RP?
I definitely RP'd with the elves over there.
You are
Got
going
angry,
to
baby
suck
rage, baby
this
rage.
cock blade.
Well, anyways, I'm gonna pass out.
Same.
Before you both do,
He's already gone, but
oh, okay. I just wanted to say when we like our group meets back up, I guess like probably this happened in Cardi. You guys just like see like I have like a scroll like around my waist on like at the back.
I was like, are you like Rise? You got like a Rise scroll?
No, it's not very big. Also,
So, like
are we?
a scroll tube kind of thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's the question: Are we saying we're waiting the week?
Yeah.
Okay. So I gotta calculate my AC now. My wisdom is 18. Okay. That should be right.
Just
Me.
just wondering, like, since they're like cestises,
Mhm.
do they give any kind of like my unarmed strikes or magic or anything like that, or is it just the grappling stuff?
Technically, your unarmed strikes would be magical, but they don't get the double strength bonus. It's just for grappling.
Okay, I just wanted to know in case like resistances against non-magical stuff and that kind of thing.
Okay. Let's see. If that's everything, I'm going to bed. I have to drive a lot in the morning.
Yeah.
Yep.
Have fun with that.
Bye-bye. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's totally fun, dude. I've already spent like $200 in pool chemicals. It's really fun. Bye.
So,
Okay.
so here's a fun fact.
Hmm.
You guys want to take a guess at my AC now?
It's probably something stupid like 21. What is it?
I want to hear Dylan's guess.
At least 6.
On man.
Is it not?
Hold on. So he gave you bracers that add +1,
Yep.
and then a ring that adds what?
+1.
And you already have and the jack hit. I don't see how it would be more than like 21 or 22.
Well, he did also up his wisdom. I don't know if that affects it or not.
Sure does.
I mean, yeah, but it only increased it by 2, which
Right.
would only increase the armor by 1. I don't know what your stats were, so
So your guess is what?
I had like 21 or 22.
And Dylan, yours is what? 6?
16.
Oh, 16?
It's definitely higher than that.
23?
What is your dex?
20?
Oh, okay. And I'm assuming your wisdom is probably like an 18 now?
Yep.
Okay.
My character had a near-death experience, got ungodly rich that I could have retired adventuring right then and there.
And was like, nope, not happening again.
Well, the thing is, I have I finally came up with a motivation for my character.
Yeah.
That I'm going to not say for now.
Okay.
I mean, you guys already know what the scroll is. Like, out of character. Unless
Vaguely.
you forgot.
I forgot. I purposely didn't keep it in my head because
It's a
my
personal
character
thing.
doesn't.
Yeah, that scroll is important, but it is not the reason I adventure.
Yep.
And the reason I wanted a ring of mind shielding has partially to do with the reason I adventure, and also partially completely because of the effect that when you die you can just keep your soul in it.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted it for.
Yeah. One of my, I think, most fun like character designs was built partially around that effect, along with other game world shenanigans that happened. That in the end made him just a living skeleton. He's not living, but he's
A skeleton.
he has his soul, and he's an undead. It's a weird thing.
If you go to my character sheet, which you should be able to open up. Oh. Fine. The list of, like, my, like, feats is so long.
Yeah, I've got a lot on there.
Mine comes mainly from the fact that I just copy pasted from Monk and did a little bit of rewording.
Yeah, this is one of mine.
Hey man,
Oh yeah, I mean, I also have basically the same thing.
I was just saying I also have a really
Yeah.
long one.
I like that. My like second longest thing is my fighting style.
Let's see, mine is probably
Then I have that. Sorry, there's no way I don't know what that does.
yeah, this is the second longest. And then I have that. It bothers me that your action surge isn't labeled from what class it came from. I know there's only one class, but it's just
Yep.
it just is blank. Are you fixing that?
No.
The fuck is this?
What? What are you doing?
I have that is I'm gonna unlock. I think it's like a time I accidentally added one and didn't realize.
Oh.
Oh, I should end stream.
Yeah.